Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. It's me Kisan. In this video we will build a menu project. So let's see how the menu project look like. So this is the menu project which we'll build in this video. So here are the list of items of cake. And here are the categories that allows us to filter the items. So go to anniversary, it filter the item with anniversary cake and birthday cakes, then program cake, and in the all there are the all the items. So let's build this app. Let's go to VS Code. In the VS Code, I quickly clear all the code, and in the data.js there is one array file that contain all the data that have the properties of title, category, and price and image. The image are at the public folder inside image folder. So to access this we import like ./images/ and the name of the image and the description of the image. So I already put the data.js in the source folder. Then let's make two components, that is menu.js which will display the list of items, and the category.js that will display the buttons that allows us to filter the list. In the new folder, let's make a new file, that is menu.js. Rename this and categories file, categories.jsx. In the menu.js, let's make this functional component. I use the React snippet to create a functional component, that is RFCE. And let's first of all declare the useStep variable, that is a function which store the data which may come from the backend or from the API or as the local data. So let's first name it as menu component, and in the categories also made is functional component, categories component. Then let's first remove this. The items are imported from the data.js. Let's first declare the state variable for the menu items and the categories. So go inside the app and make state variable const for menu items and corresponding setter function, that is set menu items equals to useState, and in the menu items we have the items value that is come from the data.js in the form of array, and second variable is for categories and set categories which is initially the null array. After that, go inside the return and let's make one main component, main HTML element which will wrap all the component. After that, let's make a section tag with class name .main space section. Let's add the class name to the section, that is to menu space section. Inside section, let's make one div tag with class name title title. Inside title, let's make h2 tag that is for our cakes, and let's add the underline, div dot underline. I already wrote the CSS code. Let's copy this and move to the index.css. First of all, go to this file and let's just copy the index.css. Here are all the CSS required for our app. I will provide the source code in the description link. So let's paste. To run the project, go to terminal and type npm start. It will run your project on the browser. Use state is not defined, so in our app we not defined, so let's define the use state in the state. So let's back to the browser. So our cakes. After that, let's import two components, that is categories and the menu. So let's go to the return file. After div tag, in the menu section, let's import first of all categories plus and the menu item. Let's go to the browser and see there are the two components, categories and the menu component. Let's save it. After that, in the menu we have the list of items which will iterate over it. So let's go to the menu and it render the list, or it iterate over the list of items. So let's first of all pass the props to the menu item, that is items equals to menu items, that is items array. So we pass the props to the menu item from main component to the another component. So to access the props, we destruct it on the main component, that is menu component. So props, we use props as a curly braces, that is we pass the props name, that is items ems. After that, inside menu.js, let's first of all make the div tag with name, class name of section center, that will replace all the component in the center. I already wrote the CSS for this. So let's iterate over the items. So to iterate, we use the curly braces. So we iterate over the items and use the map method, that is array, that is used for the mapping the array items. So inside this we pass one variable, that is whatever you like. I pass as menu item. Then we use the arrow function. Inside this, we destruct the property that is come from the data.js, that is id, title and image, description and last price. So let's go to the data.js and see there are the properties: title, category, image and price. So by destructing, we use the properties of the data that is in the menu item. So after that, let's return article. we will show the item in the article tag. So let's first of all pass the key, and that is ID, and class name of the article is menu item. Inside article, let's first of all render the image. Source equals to img. After that, alternative equals to title. Let's close the image tag and pass the class name as photo to the image tag. After that, let's render the details of the item. Then let's make div with class name dot item info. Inside this, let's make header tag, and inside this, let's first of all render the title in the S4 tag, that is title, and we render the price of the item in the H1 tag. Let's add the class name to the price, that is same as the price. So after the item info, we pass the paragraph, that is the class name of item text. So inside this, we pass the description properties of the item. Let's save it and go to the browser. So here are the items, that are the image, name, and the properties. I have made some changes in the code. Let's quickly look. So first of all, I have made the section tag, section, center, div tag, and iterate over the menu item, and destruct the ID, title, and this, and return article, that are the class of menu item. Inside this, first of all import the image and pass the item info. After that, inside the item info, I pass the paragraph tag, and let's save it and go to the browser. So these are the categories. And now here comes the interesting part, where we add the buttons. So this time to work on the button, let's back to the VS Code. Let's do manually add the button. After that, we dynamically add the buttons, which will filter the items. So in the app.js, let's first of all filter the item. To filter the item, we use the filter method. That is, let's first declare the variable for the filter items, that is filter items equals to an arrow function, that are the category, that accept the category as a parameter. Inside this, let's make one variable, that is const new items equals to, we always filter the our main item, that is items array. Items dot filter. Inside this, we pass one parameter, that is item. After that, we use the arrow function. Inside this, if the category, if the item dot category equals to our category, if matches, we pass the set menu items as the filter items, that is new items. It filters the item. So the filter item is passed to the categories component as a props. So let's go to the categories and pass the filter item as the name of function. So for that, we would navigate over the items. So let's get back to the categories let's first access the props by destructing, that is filter item, filter items. In the return, I will add the button manually, but after some time we add dynamically the buttons. Let's first add manually. So let's remove this and let's add button container. Inside button, let's make button that is for the anniversary category. Anniversary. Inside button, we add the class name that is filter button, and we pass the onClick function. OnClick equals to an arrow function that accepts the filter item as a category, that accept the category. And let's save it and let's get back to the browser. Category is not defined. So category is not defined, that means button container, filter button, onClick, filter item. Oh, we're not rendering. So let's first add the anniversary, that is anniversary category. We not dynamically render, we just manually adding the buttons. So let's get back to the browser, and there are the anniversary that filter the anniversary item. So this is the manual approach of filtering the items. So inside the app, inside the filter item function, set the function for all the categories item. So let's first of all check if category equals to all, then it will return set menu items to items, that return all the items, that is return all the items if category equals to all. And let's make the all category. Let's copy this and let's paste out in the above this button, that is filter button, onClick, all. Then let's save it and go to the browser. So this is the all, where are all the items is placed. After that, the big problem by doing this method is this is not sync with our data. That means if we want to add the data to the data.js with different categories, we have to add it manually. So if we have a big data, that is big problem for us. So to solve this, we should use the unique property of the JavaScript. So let's get back to the app, and we should filter only the unique categories. So to do that, let's first of all make the categories const all categories file, categories equals to, let's map over the items, items.map, and pass the item as a parameter. Then we pass the item.category and semicolon. We got this in an object form, so let's got it in array form. For this we use the split operator. that is here we add the field object, that is all and comma dot dot dot, and that will be replaced the there. So after that, let's pass the state value to the categories, that is all categories. In the categories equals to, we use the new set method and pass it to this, and let's pass the categories to the our categories, not all categories. We pass the categories state variable as a props. Unexpected space, let's remove the space, and inside the category, let's first destruct the categories, and let's dynamically add the button. So let's remove this and use the curly braces to iterate over the categories, that is map method. Inside that, accept the category and index value for the key, and inside this we return the button. After that, let's add the button type equals to button button, and let's add the class name, that is filter button, and key, that is unique key, that is index, and inside the button let's import the category, and at last we pass the onClick event to the button equals to, and after we pass the filter item, that is as a category. Let's save it and let's get back to the browser and let's have a look. We pass the all categories to the set categories use state variable, and we pass the props categories to the categories component, and in the categories we add a button dynamically by iterating over the categories by using map method. So let's save it and let's go to the browser. So this is the app. Let's click on the button all and anniversary, birthday and program. So if you like my video, don't forget to subscribe my channel. I will provide the source code in the description link. Thank you guys for watching this video.